Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore podcast. The podcast reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is another wonderful review for you all today, and we're back to talk about another film as we look at Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. As always, this is the nerd you gonna hear the host of the show. I'm sorry, one of our hosts, Luis.
What up? I was thinking about quickly getting that explosion video and having it here, but
Boom!
that's gonna take a minute. So
You mean the one
yeah,
that
what's up?
everybody's been pranking their parents with? They're like,
Yeah, with
uh,
the video. Yeah, that one.
that's
Sucking. I can't
yeah,
do
man.
that because it'll be a horror deal. Anyways, yeah, what's up, dog? It's me. It's your boy. It's the only other motherfucker that watches movies on this TNC group that comes on
Yeah.
to host because
Brad
because
watches them all late. Yo, Brad did tell me he is interested in going to the theater to watch Killers of the Flower Moon.
I would hope so. I don't think
Yeah.
that's it's like one of those where just if you support Scorsese, you kind of have to like
Yeah.
kind of go to the theater to watch it. You can't pirate it.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna
He said
pirate
that
if these motherfuckers don't want to agree to the
yeah.
actor strike. But
But
anyways, yeah.
yeah, he said that he's seen the trailer and he was like, it looks really good. He goes, I might tell Brenda to come to the theater with me because I really want to see this movie.
Brad
So
looks at Brenda. What color of your skin would you say that is? My color.
my color. Yeah,
My color.
my color.
God, I love that
Oh
shit.
man. But yeah, dude. He hasn't seen Oppenheimer yet. But to be fair, Oppenheimer's still not out in digital or physical. It is.
Oh, I
It's
thought I was gonna
yeah.
say in Arizona. I'm like, what the fuck? Ain't
No,
that like? Don't they come out at the same time in America?
yeah, bro. I told him like you need to watch Oppenheimer, bro. And he's like, okay. Meanwhile, he
even
has time to
even
watch
with
the
the
Flash.
extended IMAX edition.
Yep, yep.
That's
Him,
crazy.
yeah. And he but you know what, man? He was able to watch the Flash though.
Fucking disgraceful, Brad. If you're hearing or looking at this, you disgraceful fuck. That Flash movie is a disgrace to Flash as a character, and that's coming from a DC boy. That is
Yep.
a horror movie.
He
Anyways,
really could have. He really could have started up across the Spider Verse. Instead, what did he do? He said, "Oh, I'm gonna watch the Flash
yeah, it
because I
wasn't
needed
even
to."
for a review. It was just because he wanted to. That
Yeah, like I was like when he told me like, "Hey, dude, I still haven't finished." I'm like, Do yourself a favor and don't finish it, bro.
yeah.
Don't finish it.
No, that's showing his age. With like, if he wants to watch it because of Michael Keaton, I'm like, that's not even the same Batman that Keaton was in the original. They
Complete.
completely changed the fucking character anyway. So what's the point? That's not an excuse at this point. Oh, I want to
Yeah,
watch Keaton's Batman. That was my childhood. I'm like, bitch, it's not the same Batman. It's the same character, not the same Batman.
yeah,
Anyways, we already talked about the Flash. We left that shit
yeah.
behind.
Woo! That's been a while since we talked about the Flash on here,
Fuck
but
that
yeah,
movie.
man. Today we're finally gonna get to this movie because we've been trying to catch up, and after today, we are finally caught up on all our old reviews that we need to do,
We're behind by
and
3 months.
like 2
That shit
months.
came out in what, July, June?
Yeah, but you know what? Better late than never, right? We'll see how this
Well,
review does, but I wanted to finally get this over with because we need to finally get done with these backed up reviews because we got a stacked month in October, so that means that we're gonna have a lot to discuss this month. So yeah, let's go
damn.
ahead and get this going because it's gonna be uh, a pretty lengthy discussion, I guess. But
Alright.
let's see how much I can remember though. So let's do this thing. So if you have not watched Oppenheimer, but like I don't know how much I can spoil about this. It's like
This is an actually, you can't spoil an actual true historic event. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, there's some subjective shit in it, but it's
what
just this.
they dropped the bomb, bro.
They
Like
dropped the bomb.
what do
They,
I what do
they
what do I
created
have?
a fucking weapon of mass destruction. What do you want from fucking history alone?
Yeah. But either way, I still give you all the spoiler warning because that's just the type of person that I am. So if you
Fuck
haven't
that.
watched this film or you haven't cracked open a history book, then you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers or you have read a history book before or you've already seen the film, go ahead and stay. Either way, how any of that goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a five, four, three, two, one. All right, bro. Let me go ahead to get to doing this. This is not now. You know what?
Bro.
I love Christopher Nolan, but I wish I would have had this long ass introduction for what's it called? For Talk to Me. Um, Oppenheimer is a 2023 biographical film written and directed by Christopher Nolan.
Don't
It
give us the
stars
fucking. Don't give us a history Wikipedia review, dog.
it stars Cillian Murphy as J. Robert Oppenheimer. It's enough to freaking what's it called? Put in the time there, man. Robert
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, the American theoretical physicist who credited with being the father of the atomic bomb for his role in the Manhattan Project, the World War II undertaking in the Manhattan Project, the World War II undertaking to develop the that developed the first nuclear weapons, based on the 2005 biography American Prometheus by Kai Bird, and Martin J. Sherwin. The film chronicles the career of Oppenheimer, with the story predominantly focusing on his studies, his direction of the Manhattan Project during World War II, and his eventual fall from grace due to his 1954 security hearing. The film also stars Emily Blunt as Oppenheimer's wife, Kitty, Matt Damon as head of the Manhattan Project, Leslie Groves, Robert Downey Jr. as U.S. Atomic Energy Commission member Louis Strauss, and Florence Pugh as Oppenheimer's communist lover, Jean Tatlock. The
Allegedly.
ensemble, allegedly, allegedly communist lover, right? The ensemble supporting cast includes Josh Hartnett, Casey Affleck,
Are
Rami
you gonna
Malek,
name all the supporting
and
cast? There's
Kenneth
a
Branagh.
lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
the film was announced in September 2021 after Universal Pictures won a bidding war for Nolan's screenplay following Nolan's conflict with longtime distributor Warner Brothers. Murphy was the first cast member to sign on the following month, with the rest of the cast joining between November 2021 and April 2022. Pre-production was underway by January 2022, and filming took place from February to May. Oppenheimer was filmed in a combination of IMAX 65 millimeter and 8 and 65 millimeter large format film, including for the first time select scenes in IMAX black and white film photography. Like his previous works, Nolan made extensive use of practical effects with minimal computer generated imagery used to perfect the former. Editing was handled by Jennifer Lame, and the score was composed by, of course, the certified man himself, Ludwig Göransson.
Hans
The
Zimmer.
film,
Okay.
yeah, Ludwig Göransson. The
Yeah,
film is Nolan's fourth film to receive an R rating in the United States, preceded by following Memento and Insomnia. Oppenheimer premiered at Le Grand Rex in Paris on July 11,
of all
2023.
places, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Might as well,
Look, just for,
might as well put it in Japan as a
where
screen.
you fucking wanted to run in Japan, and was
Bro,
theatrically released in the United States and the United Kingdom on July 21st by Universal.
uh,
Its simultaneous release with Warner Brothers' Barbie led to the Barbenheimer cultural phenomenon,
mm-hmm.
which encouraged audiences to see both films as a double feature. The film received critical acclaim for Nolan's direction, the screenplay, score, and the cast performances, particularly that of Bart Murphy, Blunt, and Downey. It grossed over $934 million dollars worldwide, becoming becoming the third
Damn.
highest grossing film of 2023, the highest grossing World War II related film in history, the highest grossing biographical film, and the second highest grossing R-rated film on record.
Damn, it got some shit, bro. It like
Yep.
it did works.
Yep. Cinematography is done by Hote van Hoytema. I already said the editor, but I'll say it again. Jennifer Lame. Music is done by Ludwig Göransson, and it sits at 3 hours long. Yep.
Yep.
3 hours right there. 3 hours and 0 minutes on a budget of $100 million. It made 933.9 million. It is so fucking close to 1 billion, and it's gonna make it back when it gets re-released during Oscar season. Just watch. It's gonna make it. It's gonna make that 1 billion.
Well, we'll have to see because this whole season is a little weird.
I'm telling you, dog. Once it gets that nomination, it's gonna get re-released like that, and it's gonna make all that money back.
Well, we'll
Honey,
see. It's definitely a contender because I know they wanted it for a lot of shit.
yeah. Whew, that's a lot of reading. So,
It
Luis,
was.
tell me what's your initial thoughts on Nuketown?
It shouldn't have happened. Are you talking about the historical event or the
No, I'm
movie?
talking about the movie, man. It's Newtown,
I
man.
mean the movie. I mean, what can you say without it being like kind of fucky? It was a well-made movie that kept me seated for the 3 hours that it was made for, and in a good way. Like for a film wise, the events, I don't, I can't really touch that, but the film writing process and procedure and pacing were good. It kept me for 3 hours. I mean, there's not a lot of movies that can do that. Fucking Avatar. Fuck that movie. Fuck.
Yeah. Yup. God, like it's crazy, don't you think? Because like same runtime with Avatar, technically, right? Same Avatar, same runtime for Avatar.
Yeah,
Maybe a little shorter, but
yeah,
like this movie goes by so quick for me,
yeah,
and
dude.
I'm and
The
I'm
second time I watched it, it went back like that. It didn't feel like 3 hours. It was crazy.
and during Avatar: The Way of Water, I was just like dreading every moment. I'm like, is this gonna end already?
Yeah,
Because I am so not into this at all.
yeah.
But man, what a crowning achievement of Christopher Nolan's career. I think this movie is incredible. For so long, you've been hearing me on this podcast say my third favorite movie of the year is Oppenheimer, and I still haven't talked about it. And today I finally get to talk about it. I think it's an incredible movie. It is a grand achievement by him. He, bro, like I know everybody makes the joke, but he really did what's it called? Get all the big white actors in Hollywood
It
and
really
put them.
did, bro.
Yeah, because like everybody's in this movie, bro.
Everybody is in this fucking actors that haven't been seen since like mid 2000s
Like
appeared.
I can't tell you the last time I saw Josh Hartnett, bro. I cannot tell you that. Like maybe Hollywood. Yeah, I'm sorry. Halloween H2O was maybe the last time I remember seeing a Josh Hartnett movie.
Which one's that one? Which one's that? Remember me? I don't remember the name
That's the
to the
Halloween, the
face.
Michael Myers film where he's what's it called? It's like the OG films, the
Yeah,
what's it
yeah,
called, the
but
OG
what
sequels.
what was his character?
Who did he fucking play in that movie?
Or just in Oppie, just in
Abi,
Oppie.
in Abi he plays what's it called? It says right here. Hold on. He plays. Sorry guys, because it's a long ass fucking what's it
It
called?
is long. I know the guy from Sky High, and I haven't seen him since I watched Sky High back when I was like 10.
He plays Ernest, the nuclear physicist. Who what's it called? Not Benny Safdie, the one who
The one that it was
was
fighting with him.
no, but the other guy, the other guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um.
so I think that is the same one, the Sky High one, the one with the mole right here.
No. You're thinking
Oh,
about somebody else, bro. You're thinking
okay.
about somebody else.
Fuck
Yeah.
it. That's a whole list, bro. That's just
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a
But
whole list.
there's a lot of fucking names, bro. It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
But I think it's incredible, man. Cillian Murphy transforms into this role, bro. This
That he was
oh
made
my
for this role. You
bro, he
get a
was made for this, bro. He
uh,
really was. Like his face, everything. He just looks like fucking Robert
yeah. What
Oppenheimer.
Nolan said is like, once I saw him with a hat on, and I wanted to make something, I was like, yeah,
That's
who
him.
else do I know that has piercing blue eyes and like fucking feral body? I'm like, bro, yeah, they're uncanny, bro. Yeah, and it's crazy because Cillian fucking like this, or Killian is has always been a secondary character in his movies.
Yeah.
He's always been a scarecrow in Dark Knight.
Uh,
Inception, he was
Inception.
the one they
When
were
the
intruding, the
yeah
son of that, and then Dunkirk was one of the captains or some shit. I forgot. It's
yeah,
been a minute.
he's always just like he's always in
He's
his
in there.
movies, but he's like off to the side. And
Yeah,
I even Murphy said like in interviews like I had been waiting for the moment that he finally got me to do this because he's
yeah,
like I've been wanting to be in the main role for his movies for so long. And he goes like I'm so appreciative of working with him, but I have wanted to do a main role for so long.
yeah,
And
yeah. I would too, man. Yeah,
it's just as like come on man, you keep
come
telling
on,
me we'll
man.
find the perfect role for
Hey,
you, but like when are you
hey,
gonna do it
Mr.
for me?
Nolan, Mr. Nolan, sir. Uh, I know we're shooting Scarecrow scene right now, but is there any projects you might have for me in the future where I don't
Yeah.
have to wear this villain is? But yeah, fucking
Yeah.
yeah,
But he
dude.
brings it, man. He does, and everybody else, man. I mean, Florence Pugh is in there for a small amount of time, and she does an incredible job too.
Fine
Um,
ass, bro.
I
I wasn't expecting to see her
I wasn't
doing
expecting that.
actions,
Yeah, I was
but
expecting that either because Nolan's movies don't have nudity. They
no,
don't ever have nudity.
no.
And
But you went all out, and I appreciate it because
yeah, I
Florence.
mean, yeah, man. But Emily Blunt, but to me my biggest standout is and it's crazy, man,
Don't say
cuz I'm
Safi.
no,
Uh,
I am because I'm used to seeing him as Iron Man. And
oh, oh.
sometimes you forget and Robert Downey Jr. is a fucking great actor
You know,
because in this
go.
movie,
Yeah, yeah,
holy fucking shit, man.
yeah,
That
dude.
man fucking brought it.
Yeah, he did. He really did fucking do a wonderful job. You know how I don't know him as Iron Man. I know him as Kirk Lazarus.
Yeah, Dr. Doolittle.
No, that's not like it's the dude from fucking Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
Uh,
Lazarus.
that's how I
Yeah.
met Robert. I didn't meet him through Iron Man. I met Downey as fucking Kirk Lazarus from Tropic Thunder, where he does blackface. I didn't know he was a white guy until the end of the fucking movie. Anyways, yeah, he's fucking phenomenal. And he even said it before, like you were talking about. He was kind of glad that his character died off because it gives him more option to play other shit. Even
Yeah,
though he's
man.
kind of retiring, or he's getting to a point that he wants to retire. Um,
Yeah.
it's nice to see that he can
Still do it, man.
he still got it. Yeah, yeah, he
You
still
still
got it.
got it. And look, man, sorry, I was gonna say that I know that there's like kind of it's this movie's been memed to death right now because of like just
Marvy Hammer
yes,
and
I'm
shit.
gonna agree with y'all. The way they introduce some of these physicists, like it does kind of feel kind of marvel at times.
I
But
was waiting for Hitler.
but I'm telling you, the way my brain exploded when I found out that Albert Einstein is played by the same motherfucker from The Dark Knight
That fixed
Rises.
Batman. Yeah, the one that fixed Batman's back, bro. Hey man, that's how Batman learned to come from the shadows, bro. You see Albert
Yeah,
Einstein just coming out of fucking nowhere? Nah, bro. I
I
knew he
was
was a fucking G, but I didn't know he was that chill, bro.
yeah. Oh man, this movie is incredibly photographed as well. I mean, it's Hoyte van Hoyte, my man. This man's been working with him since freaking Interstellar. So that man brings it every single time. He
Yeah.
did an incredible
Was he
job.
Interstellar?
Yeah, Hoyte shot that one. Um,
Oh, you talking about the DP fucking I thought you were
Cinematographer,
talking about
yes.
yeah, cinematographer.
Yeah, he what's it
That's
called
good.
shot that movie. We shot Tenet as well and all those, and he's done great. Ludwig fucking Göransson. This freaking score, man.
Yeah,
My
he kills it.
God, is this
He kills
score
it because
good?
it's so unorthodox and it's so original that it's like
It's
so
so out of
memorable.
his wheelhouse,
Yeah,
bro.
it's so
And that's
memorable.
kind of how I feel about this whole movie because it's like it's so different from what Nolan is used to. Because you
He's
know,
always on fiction of sorts and
yeah, and even
inclusion of
then
that.
within like the fictional stuff, he plays with time a lot. Like in Dunkirk, like he's
Does
playing
he?
with time.
Oh,
And
okay.
in here, it's kind of like I'm straight up giving you a biographical film. Like
Uh,
that's
piece by piece shit of happening.
of course he still kind of plays with like subjectivity and objectivity, right? And he has this way of like also kind of like not entirely saying it's like biographical, where it's like, hey, I'm also kind of showing you that like
The
this
reality of
man
it.
this man also was like a product of the time that he was in as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And he still finds a way to like kind of show like, damn, even when it comes to like this new ground for him, because I think this is the first time he's ever done like a biographical film.
Yeah, I mean, we
Like
were talking about it, right? It was like he's
so
everything we've
fucking
ever
good.
seen is all even the Interstellar, which is based on science reality. It still has the element of fiction
Yeah,
and just creativeness that
and
isn't
it's
in normal
like concept.
biopics. And this one, although it isn't a straight up biopic, it's still biographical of like showing that reality. Which, by the way, the use of black and white and color,
Beautiful.
great choice because
Yeah,
it really does show the subjectivity and objectivity of shit,
yeah,
fission and fusion of
yeah.
sorts.
And that's why I told you, I'm glad because like cool, like they give him the chance to shoot on black and white cinematography. What's it called,
Yeah, yeah.
film stock, and it's like cool and all, but like if
It's
you're
not
not
new.
using it, if you're not using it to service the story, then what the hell are you using it for? Like,
That's when it gets near the line of what is actual creativeness and what is
yeah,
pretentiousness.
yeah. And then when we found out, like, oh, the stuff in black and white is like what's
Subject or
actually
objective.
happening.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
objective truth of what's happening, what's in the
The
what's it
archives
called? Yeah,
of the
the
meetings and
color.
shit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's in
yeah,
color is more of like what he's imagining of what he believes to be true.
yeah,
And I thought that was genius. I was like, okay, finally, like you're not just doing something for the hell of it.
yeah.
And he uses the that to his full extent, and I really like the way that he approached the story and using the film stock with that.
It's
Um,
really good because you see black and white things and it's for like
yeah,
the creativeness or the ability because they can type of
it's
deal. And I
okay,
know a
yeah,
couple people that would choose to shoot in black and white because it's more quote unquote artistic to use
yeah,
that, which in reality is not more different than using color. It's all depending on how good you are at your craft.
yeah.
Um, but
And also
yeah,
the
it's
fact, like, you
really
gotta
well.
shoot for black and white. You just can't shoot
Yeah,
the
you
movie
can't
and then
just
like,
shoot
oh, I'm
through.
gonna make it in black and white after. And I'm
Hmm.
like, no, did you shoot for
Gotta,
black and white?
yeah, yeah. The outfit choices to actually show up properly, and the
Mm-hmm.
colors, and the lighting and shit. Yeah,
Yep.
I learned
Which I
that like
gotta say,
a hard way too. It's fucking
yeah.
difficult.
Which and like I know that when it comes to what's it called to the way that we watched it, of course he didn't really put much HDR in this film, but I gotta say I still love the way that this is played on Dolby. I love the way that it looked on there, and I oh my god, I
I
can't
gotta
believe
say,
I
I
can't.
saw it in IMAX. I know you didn't.
No, I didn't
It's
get to see
not
it.
the picture of what we get is not that much of a difference. Legit,
Yeah,
in total, 20%, like 10-10 top bottom.
yeah,
Because it paints a bad picture for how I figured it out. But the watching that sex scene in the meeting, you there's like we cut off in
there's not
Dolby at
much
his
cut off.
ankle. Yeah, it's not much. We in Dolby, it's cut off at the ankle. In IMAX, we just get the foot. Legit, that's it. Like
Damn.
it's not that much difference compared to everything else.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
and
I he
superior.
fucking did it, man. He recreated a goddamn explosion, bro, and it was fucking awesome.
That
It
shit was
was,
cool.
it was fucking
I
amazing.
was waiting. I was waiting in the theater just once that sound wave hit us to just fucking get us out of the theater, just
Oh my
fucking blowing up.
god.
But that was we were watching what was it? I don't remember what it was, but it was one of the regular screenings, and we heard the explosions next
Yeah,
to us, and we were like, "Oh, they're I guess they're at that scene." Now."
yeah. And
But
the movie knows that you're looking to this forward to this part because it teases
yeah,
it so many times, and
yeah.
when it finally gets there, it's just so satisfying.
And
It's so
people
much
forget. Yeah, it
satisfaction.
was funny because people forget that sound isn't as fast as like
Yeah,
the light that we see from the explosion. So that moment of where everything's silent and then is like that was funny. I remember on the second screening that I went to go see with Abby and Rachel and those guys, I think I heard someone whispered, "It's like, oh fuck, what the fuck?" Next to me,
and
in a
boom.
yeah, in an ebonics way.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, that was fun. I was like, oh, that's
yeah.
right. Sound is slower than light and
Because
shit.
that
But
didn't register with me when I watched it. And
yeah,
then like I was like, okay, where's the fucking sound?
yeah.
And
Where's the
when it
fucking
happens, I
sound?
went, oh shit.
Yeah, I
And
remember that. I remember that. I was prepared. I was like, oh, that's right. Sound. Yeah, yeah. Science,
yeah.
science.
Well, it's
But
just
it
like
still got me because it was well made. Like the
yeah.
Dolby really helped in that shit.
It reminds me of like in Interstellar when the detachment happens and he's trying to attach and the fucking air explodes.
Or
Like
any like space scene because I just
yeah,
saw rewatched it. It's just quiet.
in your mind you're thinking like, oh, it's gonna make noise because it's like Star Wars or something, right? And it's like, no, it doesn't make noise because in space there's no noise,
There's no noise.
no
There's no
sound.
air for vibrancy in the
Yeah,
molecules and shit. So we get no. There's no receptors. So
yeah.
yeah, it's
But
crazy.
I love this movie, y'all. My only gripe is that it's not like his other ones. I don't think it's as great as Interstellar. I think Interstellar's still my favorite from him.
Oh, 100%.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but when it comes to his work, I think this is great. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I thought I was
I
like,
think he was just
where's
bored.
no? I didn't think that a movie about J. Robert Oppenheimer was going to make this much money.
I
I
didn't
thought,
think it's an American tragedy that people fucking fetishize sometimes. USA, US type deal, and where it's
yeah,
like, well,
and I'm glad that the movie makes it a point to say like Rob Oppenheimer at the end of it was not like he didn't
happy.
agree with this. He
Yeah,
he,
he
he was
wasn't.
more feeling guilty of what he's caused, and
Yeah,
but for it to become this, ultra like successful film, I didn't expect that. I didn't. I was like,
no.
I was like, okay, he doesn't have WB behind him like before, but he'll probably make his money back. But it's not going to be this grand success because he took a fat L with Tenet.
Tenant. Yeah.
And boy, was I fucking wrong. Was
Dude,
I
do you think
wrong?
it was because of all the hype with Barbenheimer and that
I
marketing,
think
and
that
then
helped that out a lot.
like the popularity? Because I know people are like, "Oh, I don't really care about watching movies like Oppenheimer, but it's Barbenheimer, so I gotta go see it and whatnot."
Yeah, I think
Um,
that helped it out a lot, and also, I think they really incentivized the premium formats. They kept saying like, "Go watch it in IMAX, go watch it in this, go watch it in that," because I
okay.
was seeing some numbers. Apparently, like those premium formats made a fuck ton of money. Yeah, they made
Well, I
a lot
mean,
of
once
money.
we're at a point where kind of society has, it's not in that, we're in a recession,
Yeah,
but it's not COVID levels of fuck. We don't have work right now. We let's penny pinch for
yeah,
food and shit. Now it's like if we got it, even though we're in a recession, we can like fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll work an overtime later.
yeah,
And just because that those premium formats, now that we look at it, compare with A list and regular tickets, bro,
yeah.
it is, yeah, it's $20
I'm
for that
looking at
ticket.
those. I'm looking at the fucking what's it called, the tickets for fucking what's it called, for fucking for the Taylor Swift shit that I had to pay for for my
Well,
cousin. I'm
that's
like, god
different. That one's
damn,
like, yeah, that one's a
special
little,
event, but still, god damn.
yeah. But
But
yeah, nah, that, I mean, it goes to show that marketing kind of make
a
sometimes does
big
make
part
or
of it.
break a film.
Yeah.
Just gotta
But
find your
Luis,
audience.
what's your final verdict on Oppenheimer?
I a solid 8 out of 10. I'll do you. It's like I was like, eh,
Yeah.
I'll I enjoy it. It is really well made. Doesn't bore me. Um, Point of this like historical stuff, I can't speak on it. I'm no historian, and I know both sides were kind of fucky on that. I just That's not the point of why we watched it. But it was, and the music and the cinematography was
Yeah.
great. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10 just because it's like it's well made, just not my cup of tea.
Well, it's up there as my third favorite movie of the year. But as you all know, I have yet to give a 5 star this year. I have no perfect scores. This movie lands at a 9 for me. I think it's great. I don't think it's his best work. Um, I think
It's true.
there is one thing that I did really agree with, and you know, for a movie that really kind of like talks about the what's it called, the horridness of like humans and what they can do to each other, we don't actually see those results. And I think like when they're showing him those, when they're doing the whole what's it called, slideshow showing them the victims of Hiroshima and all that, like if you could have cut to actually show that and like really bring in that emphasis, I think it would have like taken this movie to a whole nother level.
Is there a lot of footage about that though?
There
Is
is.
there? Okay,
Yeah, it's actually pretty fucking
it's
scary.
pretty
Yeah,
gruesome.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
I
gruesome,
imagine. Yeah.
but yeah. But I think it's great. It's one of my favorite movies of the year, my third favorite movie of the year, and I love this movie. I can't wait to own it physically. I can't wait to rewatch it again because it's just that fucking good to me. But
I
with
have
that
to
said,
see.
that concludes our review of Oppenheimer, and we thank you all so much for joining us. Check out our website, nerdcore.com, Twitter at the nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the nerdcore, and on threads as well as the same handle, patreon.com/slash the nerdcore. You're going to get this episode for free, not for free, early before anybody else gets to watch it or listen to it. If you pledge to that $1 tier, it would help us out a lot. So go ahead and check that out so you can get this way early before anybody else gets to watch it or listen to it. Our Discord link is in the description. Let us know what you thought about Oppenheimer by talking to us in the comments. We love talking with you all. Tell us, did you also kind of get startled with the explosion? Because I was right next to Luis, and I tell you, I fucking did. I was like, oh shit.
It's crazy what loud noises and then all of a sudden silence can do. Especially when your theater isn't full of fucking prepubescent kids trying to be funny when they're not really funny,
Yeah,
making noise and shit.
yeah,
That was nice.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, we talk to us in the comments. We would like to talk to you all. So go ahead, and also if you're on YouTube, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content that drops on the channel. On the audio side of things, follow us on your favorite podcast platforms and on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. Please leave a 5-star review. That would also help us out a lot. And of course, we will see you all again on another review, hopefully discussing The Exorcist Believer, if it's good enough for us to do a whole review on.
I don't know what these ratings.
Look, man,
I don't know.
I'm gonna go in there and I just want to know if they're gonna say that their
I
mom
still need
sucks
to
cock.
see the first one.
Bro, you need to watch that first one, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah, because this is a direct sequel, so I kind of
Yeah,
have to.
yeah. But without further ado, we're finally caught up, Luis. So let's go ahead and get him
Um,
out of here.
all right. Well, I mean, there's not many jokes I can do as an outro for this one, as it
Theory will
does.
only take you so
I
far,
mean,
dude.
yeah, theory will only take you so far. So how about you fucking click that subscribe and bell? Make sure you follow us to keep up with the latest news on media and also to keep up with our antics. Because I'd say we're a pretty comedic bunch. Brad. Between Brad, you and I, we make our comedy arise.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, dude, this movie Interstellar is still goaded.
Hands down.
Barbieheimer, though, lifetime event you only got to see once. Otherwise, you missed out. And without further ado, sometimes you just need to.
Watching will only take you so far. You need to subscribe.